Hello friends, welcome to my new video. Here we delve into a topic that has been shaping our nation for decades. Did you know that there has been a systematic effort to alter India's very identity? For over 60 years, certain groups have worked tirelessly, spending billions of rupees to push their agenda of turning India into something it was never meant to be. But now, that dream is falling apart. The nationalist movement has exposed and countered these efforts with unwavering determination. In this video, we will break down how these strategies were executed, how they failed, and what the future holds for India. We will also explore the key reforms such as Waqf Act Amendment, the Minority Status Bill, and the Uniform Civil Code that are set to redefine the relationship between religion and governance in India. So stay with us till the end as we uncover the truth about India's identity and the challenges it faces from those who have tried to change it. Over the past 60 years, Islamists have invested immense effort and billions of rupees trying to transform India into an Islamic state. But today, they find themselves utterly defeated, watching their dreams crumble before their eyes. At the time of independence, Islamists had already infiltrated the Congress party. They sidelined nationalist Hindu leaders and ensured Nehru, who had an Islamic root, became the leader of Congress. That's how an anti-Hindu leader with a soft corner for Muslim appeasement became the first ruler of independent India. You know, India's partition was explicitly based on religion, India for Hindus and Pakistan for Muslims. But Nehru insisted that India should be declared a secular nation. Dr. Ambedkar outright rejected this demand. Ambedkar believed that secularism is inherently embedded within Hindutva and need not to be explicitly mentioned in the constitution. If Nehru's demand to declare India as a secular nation in the constitution had been accepted, Ambedkar understood very well that it could lead to future scenarios where land might once again have to be ceded to Muslims on religious ground. This was the exact hidden agenda behind Nehru's persistent insistence. However, Ambedkar successfully blocked this move and ensured such a plan could never be implemented. This in turn led to Nehru developing animosity towards Ambedkar and even attempting to remove him from the Constituent Assembly. The idea of India being a Hindu nation has always been uncomfortable for Indian Muslims. You see, according to Islamic belief, living among polytheists is equivalent to living in shirk, and this has constantly unsettled these Islamist extremist people. Then came the emergency period, a golden opportunity for them to push their agenda. They managed to influence Indira Gandhi, who was even nicknamed Maimuna Begum, and under their influence, India was declared a secular state. And let me remind you one thing, this so-called poison of secularism, which Ambedkar had famously rejected, was forcefully inserted into our constitution at that time. Afterward, during the phase of blatant Islamic appeasement, the Congress party legalized several Sharia-based laws, including the Waqf Act, to further the Islamic agenda. This was nothing short of an orchestrated move to dilute India's identity and character communal politics. After all this, the Islamists and their political allies continually tried to label nationalist leaders as communal. But despite their efforts, the nationalists rose to power in 2014. By 2019, the Islamists were sure the government would fall. But when the nationalists came back with an even bigger mandate, it was a huge blow to them. They triggered a desperate struggle to protect their communal and Islamist agenda. The Islamists were determined to bring down the nationalists and went to great lengths to do so. By 2024, the Congress party, in a bid to consolidate Muslim votes, practically gave up its own identity to appease Islamic fundamentalists, even ceding half of its seats. But despite all this, nationalism once again triumphed over Islamist politics. The nationalist wave proved unstoppable, and the Islamists could not hold on their agenda any longer. Post 2024, the nationalist government resolved to push forward with much needed reforms. Just as Article 370 was abolished overnight, amending the Waqf Act became an inevitable step. But before that, exposing the Congress party's decades of appeasement politics to the public became a top priority. Now look at what's happening today. Islamists are claiming hysterically that everything around them is Waqf property. This reflects pure desperation. Then there is the Uniform Civil Code, the final nail in the coffin. It's not just about laws. It's about eroding the forced secularism that has been imposed on this nation for decades. With these changes, the harsh reality will become crystal clear for Indian Islamic extremists. They will be forced to confront the fact that they are being born, living and dying in shirk, a concept that fundamentally challenges their beliefs. This marks a turning point that will redefine the narrative in our nation. Now, let's talk about the real challenges that Islamic extremists will face moving forward. First, the Waqf Act Amendment. Under this, Waqf properties will revert to government control after a fixed period. This change will dismantle a major pillar of Islamic influence in India and disrupt decades of unchecked privilege. Second, the Minority Status Bill. Only communities with less than 5% of the population will qualify for minority status. With Islamic extremists representing a significant portion of the population, they will lose this special privilege, which has long been a cornerstone of their political and social leverage. And finally, the Uniform Civil Code. Once implemented, Sharia-based laws will lose their legal recognition entirely. This will eliminate any special status for Islamic law in India, bringing everyone under one common legal framework. Just these three laws alone are enough to redefine the position of Islamic extremism in India. The dream of special privilege will shatter, and those who once envisioned paradise here might find themselves thinking about migrating to one of the 52 Islamic nations instead. So, what are your thoughts on these changes? Let me know in the comment section. If you agree with this video, make sure to like, comment and subscribe to the channel. Your support drives me to create more insightful and meaningful contents for you. Until we meet again in the next video, thank you, goodbye.